Hi everyone, I am back with a series review of Survival of the Thickest. Now, I was not planning on watching this. It's on Netflix, by the way, and I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. It looks interesting, the concept looks interesting, so I wanted to see what it was like. And so it has about 8 episodes in total, and I watched them all in a couple days. So the actress playing the main lead is a large woman who's a plus size woman, works as a lead stylist, and the story begins with her having a breakup with her long term living boyfriend, and then what happens after that, how she gets her life back together or struggles with it, I guess, to put it in a different spin. So that's really the gist of the story. The concept is not new in terms of what the actual story is. It's pretty much been there, done that story for the most part. To be honest with you, I didn't find anything new in the story. It was very predictable. It was like I could literally see what was coming pretty much every time. They tried very hard to be funny, but I laughed maybe once or twice through the entire 8 episodes. Um, and I thought the story was very derivative, very boring. It was not. It was very superficial. It was very superficial story for the most part, until midway through the season they cover the concept of racism and how it affects people in daily lives. Now that story was amazing. It was done really well. It showed us what America is like right now, and US, how it deals with racism in general, and what it's like to be a person of color in the country. That part was done really well, and that's when the story kind of picks up a little bit. I think for some reason the writers got their act together, and it actually gets better. I didn't enjoy the first half of the season at all. It was very boring, as I said before, but the second half is better. Still not like, oh, I'm dying to watch it. Season two, can't wait for it. No, not really. It's a very average show, as I said. Every story literally was very, very boring, and I literally saw it coming every time. Like, even in the end, there's a twist in the end, in the last episode, where her ex-boyfriend comes back in her life and proposes to her, and I literally knew exactly what was going to happen. And that was kind of sad, because you had an interesting concept and you did not use it properly. And then they even, in the last part of the season, they even talked about her being thick and how it is like to be a thick person in this world. And I thought that was done pretty well as well. So there are bits and pieces of the show that are good, and then there are bits and pieces, and then but most of the story, to be honest with you, is very superficial. It feels like, you know, somebody who is politically inclined on the left side was making the show. It felt that way to me, the way the concept and the story was dealt with. It was kind of sad to watch that, because I don't watch a TV show thinking what am I politically like, because it felt that way. And that for me, that killed the show more than anything else, to be honest with you. I mean, I can live with stories being retold in a nice way and all that, but the way they talk to each other, the way they're doing weed all the time, it's like, what the, like, come on. I mean, not everyone is into marijuana or pot or anything like that. Like, come on. It's too much, and that's where I felt div- highly disconnected with the story. And to be honest with you, should you watch it or not? Honestly, if you have the time in the world and you have nothing else to see, like, I'm running out of options, honestly. So I thought, okay, I'll watch it, because I didn't really have anything else to watch. I couldn't find anything else, and I didn't want to watch anything serious or any news or anything. So I watched it. So if that's the key, and you want to, clean up the house and have the show run in the background, watch it. I mean, that's the only reason I would watch it, to be honest with you. It's not the best show in the world, and I expected more. I expected better, but I do see Netflix is not doing very well with their stories these days. I'm not enjoying any of their new shows. Literally, the shows that they've done in the past, like Bridgerton and all that, they're good, and they come with new seasons. Like Lincoln Lawyer, even, it was a really good show. season one was good. Season two, first half, I enjoyed it. But that's the stories that are already being told, and they're just continuing them. So those are good, but the new stories, not so much. Sorry, this review went a little over, but those are my feelings. And if you want to watch it, it's available on Netflix, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching.